Rick Hong here for Hollywood First Look. Today, I'm with the legendary James Hong, and we are talking his show, Kung Fu Panda, The Dragon Knight. Let's take a first look. James, so I wanted to tell you this is a pleasure because you are James Hong. I am Rick Hong. I like to tell people that you are my uncle in Hollywood.
That's true. But actually, believe it or not, my real Chinese name is Xing Ng, Ng. So it's sort of like Wu Hong, you know. My real last name is Wu, but Hong, I love Hong.
So, me too. So I first wanted to just congratulate you on your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and returning to this franchise. So how is it coming back to this franchise? I feel like it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say so. I do feel that I am part of Po. You know, Po is my son and he should never leave me. He may go out and do his little tricky things, but he has to come home for his noodles. And I, like Mr. Ping, I love my noodles, yakka mein and all these chow mein and chow fun, it's wonderful. So in a sense, I do feel at home with this role, whether it's the first one or the new one here, except that in the new one, I do get to do different things. Like I do follow, finally decided to follow Po into his adventure. You know, I don't want him to fight all the time, you know, just like most fathers. But when he gets into trouble, I help him, you know. I can fight. Mr. Ping can fight. There's nothing to it. We'll do the old kung fu. So that's what I contribute to this new series, Mr. Ping Fights. We are Mr. Ping and Po in real person, and he has so much to offer. You know, I never get bored or even a dull moment when it's with Jack Black. How can you? He's so witty and just a real nice guy. I haven't met an actor that is more thoughtful and generous than Jack Black.
You know, I can't imagine even a dull moment with James Hong either. So I was wondering, when you do these voiceovers and you've done this character for so long, do you have any rituals? I don't know if you like maybe drink tea before you go into the booth, or you say, hey, this time during the day is the best for me, like in the morning or the afternoon.
Well, that's a very, very good question for those who love to do voiceovers. You should loosen up your voice, you know. Me, 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 me. Oh, 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 Mr. Ping. I am noodles for everybody. Come and get it. Hurry up. Get into the character and then sell noodles. Po, what are you doing? Kung Fu is no good for you, Po. Come on home and help me run this restaurant. Oh, so it's good to exercise.
So finally, you know, you've had this longevity of a successful career. So I don't know if you have any wisdom to share about that, or just something you've picked up in that time, you know, especially when you got your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Well, of course, getting the star is the highlight of my life. What can you say? Well, I would probably the most important thing to, as far as advice to my young ones, is that when you're in your career especially, but even in your normal life, you got to stay pretty level. You can go up and down, but don't go any further than that down. You know your limits. Once you get down to that plateau where we call the bottom, if you go beyond that, you're going to go under. Whatever it is, you know, your weakness might take you further down. So only you can tell when you have to stop and gather up your strength and lift yourself up to another level. And when you get to that level, go up further. It's just like in my experience, I formulated the East-West players that gather a lot of people to lift themselves up. And now I got to find myself, how do I go from East-West players to another level? And I've done that, and now I feel that I contributed to the industry where the Asian Americans have now become writers, producers, directors, everything. You know, you need to lift yourself, because for Asian Americans, there's a lot of rooms to grow. It's not high enough yet here in America. We have to go another 2, 3, 4 levels before we become level in industry as far as opportunity and contribution to the movie industry.
I agree. Thank you so much for all you've done. Congratulations on an amazing career, all your success. And during award season, I look forward to talking to you for Everything Everywhere All at Once again.
Okay, so email me.
Sure. Thanks, Uncle James. Kung Fu Panda, The Dragon Knight is streaming on Netflix now.